further ado, let's get into it. Yeah. So
Let's do it.
let's do it. Let's do it. So everybody, my name is Sage Woodward, and I'm an ascension coach in Twin Flames Universe. And then I'll let my interviewee introduce himself too, just now. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Isaiah. I'm an ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe as well.
Yeah. So we're coming together today because, I just, the God in me inspired me to interview, and just in general, like trans people, like people who are going through that, healing through that experience of like, being incarnate in bodies that really don't appear to align with who they are. So, and who have to look on the inside for who they are, which, spoiler alert, we all do. So it's not anything special or different, right? But I feel the call to really show trans people with my interviewees how this journey can be made so peaceful, so supportive, so easy, and how you can feel. I just want to show people how you can feel safe and supported and have a real community that loves you when you're on the transgender path. And also, how can this be, a spiritual path of unconditional self-love? How can this be? I want to hear more about, the inside. I mean, whatever you feel guided to share, but, what is the inner awareness and the inner journey that you've been undertaking? I guess that's my first question for you, Isaiah. So the floor.
Good question.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a loaded one. There's a lot there.
There's a lot.
I just want to say that when you said himself and just referring to me as he and him, it just feels so good. It just feels so good. And I just wanted to say that. But so
I didn't even notice. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it was just natural.
Yeah.
Well, I think because in my life right now I'm having experiences where that isn't my reality, where I'm not being called he and him and himself, which is how I feel inside, and it feels really bad. So it just felt really good to be honored. So just thanks.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. I mean, like I said, it's just a natural thing.
Yeah, it is. It's just
so,
natural.
Yeah.
So for me, discovering my masculinity and how I've felt that I'm a man inside, it has really been a journey for me. So it started with awakening to the twin flame journey for me. So I was awakened by a karmic partner, and every experience that I had with her, I always had the masculine perspective, and I always, she would say to me, why is everything that you're doing, like I've experienced with boyfriends before, and why is this coming up between us and being reflected to me? And that was the beginning of my awareness. I didn't really know what it meant to be divine masculine and to be the masculine twin flame until I joined Twin Flames Universe in this community. And here is where I've really been able to sink into the energy of my being and of who I am, and reveal myself to myself, if that makes sense. Because in Twin Flames Universe with Jeff and Shalia, we're taught that there is divine masculine twin flame and divine feminine twin flame. And you're 100% masculine or 100% feminine. and I knew I was masculine. Um, so I claimed all of my masculinity in my twin flame union. And when I did that, it was the most peaceful I've ever felt. And so I continued to go deeper in loving my masculine energy and loving my masculinity.
Mm.
And I kept just feeling more grounded and more peaceful. And it wasn't until a class with another same-sex union, where it was revealed how they have sex, that I was actually really able to claim within myself that I am a man. I actually had a Kundalini awakening after watching that class. I was literally up for like 2 days just from the energy
Wow.
running in me. It
Yeah.
was wild, dude.
Wow.
It was pretty wild. But it was Jeff and Shalia through this couple revealed the truth in that your anatomy that you're born with doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because this couple experienced sex as a man and a woman, meaning like they both felt that there was a penis there, even
Yeah.
though physically there wouldn't have been one.
Yeah.
But this person was created as a man by God. So yeah, that's when I was like, holy fuck. I have a penis. I'm a man. Like,
Yeah, you do. Indeed, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
By God.
All men all men are endowed equally.
Divinely endowed.
By their creator with certain unalienable parts. So yeah. America. Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, I continued to go deeper in loving myself in my masculinity. And with a couple of people in the community where I felt safe, my brothers who I love, who were going through the same experience as me, we picked our masculine names for ourselves. And God revealed to me my name is Isaiah, and that's who I am. And when I sink into this and just feel who I am, it's so peaceful. It's the most peaceful I've ever felt when I actually sink into my masculinity and the truth of how I was created as a man by God.
Yeah, I know, it's so amazing. Like, yeah, that brings me back to that feeling for myself too. Yeah. And like I said, like we talked about earlier, you know, Isaiah, like last night, that's when I felt the most peaceful too, because I had this same revelation where I literally felt, first of all, it's in the soul. It's the soul vibrancy, the soul light, really breaking through and emerging and just shining like full blast. And it didn't feel bad or hurtful. It's not like being fed a fire hose, you know? It's like you want it and you can take it because you're designed to, you know, like, you know, no one knew when to intended, but maybe. And then also just feeling it. And you know, the magical thing was that from the inside, the outside was manifest too. Like it felt like I had
Mm,
my divine feminine body. Like it felt
mm.
like it, like a, you could say, like a vision. You know what I mean? Like a full body vision. I don't know if you
Yes.
had anything. I mean, you did have something similar, but however it manifested for you, it's your sacred experience, of course, to tell as much about as you want or not.
Mhm.
But thanks for sharing so far. That's really beautiful. I'm glad to hear
Thank
that you
you.
had that. Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for sharing your experience. I love hearing that. It's really
Yeah.
incredible. It's incredible the feeling you feel when you truly claim who you are. Like there's no, it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful. And
Hmm.
you just can't deny it. It's
Yeah.
so peaceful. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It feels so right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah, you're at home. You're finally like there, at
Yes,
home. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Crazy, just
Mhm.
mind blowing, right? And how I guess the next topic I feel led into is like how your life is different now.
Mhm.
How do you experience life differently now? Like what is the shift and how does it show up in your life and in your inner
I love that
feeling?
question.
Yeah, your self expression, just everything. Just
That's such a
spill it.
great question.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in a more subtle way, but
Yeah.
not subtle too, because communication and how I express myself has always been something that I felt I have had so much fucking anxiety around my whole life. And
Me too.
yeah, um, and it's because I was expressing myself in the wrong energy as a feminine energy. Um, but since I have gone deeper into my masculinity and um, loving myself and bringing peace to myself and being who I am as Isaiah, um, just my communication with everyone is so much more grounded, and I feel like I'm actually able to be present in the conversation and bring peace to whoever, to myself and whoever I'm talking to. And that is a big deal because I have never felt that before this,
Mm-hmm.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
My whole like I was in my early 20s diagnosed with social anxiety and general anxiety and depression, and a lot of it stemmed from this feeling of not expressing myself in a way that I felt was authentic to me. And um,
Yeah.
I'm able to come from that authentic, peaceful place now. And it's incredible. I'm able to connect with humans. you know,
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah.
actually able to connect with people in a real way. And I never felt that before.
Mm.
Um, so it's just so, it's amazing. It's so much more peace. It's so much more peaceful.
Mm.
It's
Wow.
really amazing. Um, and another way, it feels so good to dress masculine and like a man and
Mm-hmm.
express myself in a more masculine manner, in a masculine way. Um,
Yeah.
it feels like I can just sink into myself.
Yeah. Could you, I mean, and you probably couldn't even imagine ever going back. Like it seems totally unnatural and illogical, right?
Exactly.
Like never,
Exactly.
like it's never in a million years, like would it draw me, for example,
Yes.
I'm sure you feel the
Amen.
same way. It's like, you just like, that never had any draw to me, and then,
Mhm.
yeah, I used to hate shopping, but not anymore. Right.
That's so true. That's such a good point. Like I'm excited to pick out like clothes and I'm like discovering my new style and it's fun. And I fucking hated. I mean, as a guy, like I never liked shopping anyway. But now I'm excited to. I actually look forward to like picking out things and like looking for outfits online and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. And what else? What else is here?
Yeah.
Oh, it has claiming myself has revealed to me, well, of course, deeper layers for me to love and accept myself, but it's also revealed to me people who are loving and accepting me, and those who are not choosing love,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it
It's pretty
allows me,
obvious.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and it allows me to really make better decisions for myself that are based in love and doing what's best for me, instead
Yeah.
of doing things out of obligation,
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. That's been a big revealing process, and it's been very humbling and beautiful to see those who have really opened their arms and accepted and loved me. um it's been yeah, that's been such a beautiful experience, and one I wasn't expecting, to be honest. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
yeah, it's been amazing. That part's been amazing.
Hmm. Oh, it's so juicy. I'm just so happy for you, honey.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have all the feels. Yeah. I just feel like, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. You know what? I almost feel too like, okay, so for me, okay, just to introduce us into like another topic, which is
Mhm.
so important for trans people, but I feel so much better now, like closing my eyes, and like sometimes I've felt pressure to like have my eyes open and be present in that way, but that's not what that means. Sometimes I feel like after I heal something, like I just had a session with Angie Moggy, and healed big like femininity upsets and shit with my father and perceptions of
Mhm.
the feminine wounds with the feminine that I was taking on, right? And so I have all this upheaval, all this old shit releasing, and I feel like more comfortable closing my eyes, because it almost like keeping my eyes open almost keeps me fixated on the external shit that I
Mhm.
had been holding
I
on
feel you.
to. You know what I mean? And
I actually feel that way too.
yeah,
We're almost more present with our eyes closed than open,
I
because you're more
know.
present with your heart.
I know. I feel my divine goddesshood. Like I feel her, which is me, in my whole body.
Mhm.
I feel I can go into my lower energy centers, like my lower chakras, more if I close my
Mhm.
eyes. But when I'm focusing on the mental perception up here, uh, it hurts, and I'm just like constipated, energetically
Yes.
constipated down there. I need to just let it flow. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Yes, I mean, I feel the same way. It feels so good to just close your eyes, and yeah, there's just a lot.
Hmm.
I feel peace there as well doing that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I choose to let myself pass the spiritual waste, aka
You
poop.
do.
You gotta poop in spirituality too. I just want to bring up our conversation last night because it was so cute, but it was also
It
deeply
was
healing.
awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's true. I don't know, like, I think, yeah, God made pooping for a reason. There's wisdom in that.
There absolutely is. You gotta literally let that shit go.
It's meant to feel good. I don't want to get too TMI, but yeah.
Also, like like our twin flames love the literal shit out of us, you know? Like all the upheaval, emotional, spiritual, physical.
Don't resist. Yeah.
Yeah, let that go.
No, it's meant to feel good, and it can be playful too. I think that's another big misconception too, like that this journey is, oh, I'm just releasing it like a ton of like, yeah, like a big brown waterfall, like that it's it's like I don't know, words fail me. It's just like this, that being transgender, there's this big consciousness around it that it's so hard, and then it's a burden, and it's like a life sentence. Prison is a common metaphor. um you know being saddled with something that's not yours, all of this stuff, it makes it feel so heavy, and like such intense heavy labor. And like seriously, that's been something that I've been coming up against, like facing, and like this victim mentality, to be honest. Yeah, so anyway, it just feels so good to like be rid of that. I mean, just yeah, like there's a difference between like having compassion and being giving too much power to the lie, and like you know what I mean? Like you want to be able to laugh, you want to be able to play, you want to be able to exalt in the truth, the righteousness of it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
amen. It is. There's so much heaviness associated with just even the word trans and being trans and
I can feel it.
transgender.
Yeah.
And honestly, with TFU, that doesn't exist. It's not there.
Yeah, I know.
It's not there.
Yeah.
Because it's the opposite of what you would expect, which is why it's so beautiful and amazing. Because you are encouraged and fully embraced and completely unconditionally loved for who you actually are. And you're actually seen too. Like it's incredible. Like sometimes I can go through the day and I just like I don't feel like myself, and then I just get into a group or a conversation with people from TFU and I feel like me again, because I know that these people see me for who I am as a man and as Isaiah and how I was created. And there's something about being able to rest in that and just sink into it and be.
Yeah.
It's there's no words for it. It's so beautiful. It's unconditional. That's what it is. It's just unconditional love.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's good. It's such a good I feel the same way. Yeah. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's just the most supportive experience I've ever had, And yeah, I feel like yeah, it's just something that like all transgender people would benefit from. Like all people would benefit from Jeff and Shalia's teachings, being in their presence, like the holiness that they choose to embody, that we all can embody too, but it's their own too, their own love and their own deep compassion for humanity, and like love, it's for everybody. It's not just for the select few.
Absolutely.
And like everybody feels welcome here. Everybody feels good here. Like I feel fulfilling friendships here, deeply fulfilling. And it doesn't matter if someone's trans or not, because in truth, we aren't. That's the key.
Exactly.
Like we're not
That's exactly
trans.
what it is.
Yeah, and you can see.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what it is. And I just want to say, like, you can see too, like me, how I when I process these emotions and feel it with you, and just like go in and be like, I'm going to love him and be loved by him and have a fun conversation. That all the masculine like bullshit is draining out of me, and you can see that radiance more in my
Mm.
face too. And you know, yeah, so and then how is it, and then for you, like, yeah, that same solidity, you know, of the masculine taking place. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, so go on.
Yeah,
So,
no, I definitely feel at ease in in being here with someone who I know sees me.
yeah.
You know, um, I have to be. I mean, I just feel nervous in general because talking is always makes me a little nervous, but not for the
Yeah,
reasons I usually feel nervous. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, it's just, and you can't, as much as you may believe, like, you cannot control, it doesn't work to like control how you express yourself.
Yeah,
You just have to let it
exactly.
flow. Like, I mean, you know, like with the voice, you know, like the pitch and the manner of it. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Hmm.
Just let that go. Anyway, yeah. So, but yeah.
This one other thing that's coming to mind right now is yeah, in the presence of Jeff and Shalia and the community, um,
Mhm.
yeah, you're just seen for who you are. You're just seen for your divine self, and
Yeah.
there's no better feeling than that.
Yeah. I'm serious. Yeah. I feel the same way.
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. I just, see what else do I want to say? Okay. I don't know. Well, I choose to know. Okay, I just have to say this. It's because it's funny and cute. But okay, your face, like, you really remind me of like Edward Cullen. Like
Really?
yeah, you do. Like what's the who plays that? What's the actor's name?
Oh, what is his name?
Not,
Cedric Diggory.
oh, that's also this character. What's his goddamn name? Uh Cedric Diggory, played by Edward Cullen, played by Robert Pattinson. You
Yes,
look like
that's it.
him. You remind me so much of him.
Oh, wow, that's such a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
That's
welcome.
really nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind. I received that. Thank you.
Yeah, you have that. It's so beautiful, and like it's beautiful because your authentic self just jumps out of you as you just you choose to feel, like as you really choose
Hmm.
to feel it. If this is the key, I feel too, like with this space and with our healing, if you're safe enough to feel your feelings, then the natural will come out of you, and it transforms not only how you feel but how you appear. And
Mm.
all you need to do is feel to appear better. And so I'd love to hear more about your experience of the inner healing. Like, you know how, because obviously when you're trans, you look in the mirror and you're like, okay, like this isn't who I am, this doesn't reflect who I am, right? Perhaps, but just tell me what your experience is with the inner healing of this whole block, this whole illusion.
Um, yeah, it's really mind blowing. It's pretty incredible
Mm-hmm.
how this work transforms you, and like it's fucking huge, dude. Like I could show you pictures from like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and you probably wouldn't even like I don't feel like the same person. I'm literally a different person. I literally have shed like the falseness,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, or like who I thought I was, and
Yeah.
revealed who I truly am and what I feel and know in the core of my being, you know, in the core of who I am.
Mm.
And yeah, so I've been doing this work for about a year and a half or so now. And yeah, I think especially recently, when I look at myself, just like, whoa, I'm like very masculine. Like I'm
Yeah.
definitely a dude. And also, honestly, when I look in the mirror, I'm just like, I feel like I'm just a dude with boobs. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, and that's coming from within me. It's coming from this place of healing so much that my masculinity is just, it just, it shows up, it appears, because you can't, that's the truth. There's not, we don't even have to do anything. Like I literally didn't do anything except love myself and be in peace. And this is what comes out. Like, even like my facial structure has, not structure, but it has changed a little bit, and like becoming, looking a little bit more square. And yeah, I again, I didn't do anything but love myself, you know.
Yeah. You didn't do a shit.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah. Good. That's kind of life we all went. No, but in a sense, I mean, did you do something, right? Like all you had to do is, you know, make the choice, right? Love
Yeah,
yourself.
I
I
just
mean,
claimed myself. I claimed who I am.
yeah, but you're not like running around on the external, like trying to play whack-a-mole, right?
Hmm.
And being like, that doesn't look right. Let me correct it, right?
Yeah,
That doesn't look
exactly.
right. Right.
At first, I
So,
was really caught up in the external
mm-hmm.
because I was afraid, because that's what fear tells you.
Mm,
I was very afraid, and I was like, fuck, what do I have to do? Like, I have to make all these changes now. Like,
mm,
what does this mean? What do I got to do? And as I kept loving myself and just going deeper into who I am, um, that fell away, because it's just your energy. It's your literal being.
mm,
And the changes happen from the inside. And yeah, just for an example, like because I love myself, the external is changing. Like I have zero desire to ever wear anything very feminine again, because it just doesn't feel like me. It feels like that's for my sisters, you know, that's for my wife. And for me,
oh,
yeah, and for me it's different. You know, I just want to be comfy and wear, you know, um things that are more masculine, like vests. I like a good vest.
yes.
Yeah.
I want to see
Things
that.
like,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be I feel like a proud mama almost. I'm proud of you. You know, you're
Thank
so
you so
fucking,
much.
yeah, you're so handsome as a soul. You're so beautiful. God bless you. Thanks for doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much, Sage.
Yeah,
That means a lot to me. I received that.
yeah, you're welcome. Beautiful man. Oh, God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I love you, and yeah, I don't know, I just have a really deep love for you, and not only that, but for all of my trans brothers and sisters. Um, Talking to any of them is just so deep and beautiful, but especially people who are in the community and doing the work like you, because we're on the
Mhm.
same wavelength. We know, like because we've chosen to see, we know that it's all just bullshit, and
Mhm.
if we're a choice away from feeling better and from um, looking better too, or frankly, like aligning better. Because not to say that it's bad
Yes,
to look out of alignment, but that there's a what's the word? There's an unhealthiness to it. It's like
absolutely.
it's physically unhealthy to hold on to
Yeah.
the opposite polarity or complementary polarity energy, right?
Hmm.
Because you
And you
want your
can see it.
complement to complement you. So go on.
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
that's for her, or like that's, femininity is for you, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's true. You can totally see it. Like if you are doing this work and loving yourself, and you are if you've claimed who you are in your natural energy,
Yeah.
you look younger. You're glowing. You glow
You.
because
Yeah.
you love yourself, and that's what love looks like. And
I
I
know.
also just wanted to say that love that you feel for me, that deep love that you just expressed, um, you should have that for yourself as well, because everything that you see in me is exactly what you are doing,
Mm.
and you are someone who's done this before me. You're leading the way as well, um,
Mm.
for our community.
Yeah. Yeah, I needed to hear that. I choose to receive
Mhm.
that too. I choose to see that. Yeah. Um, yeah. You know. Yeah, it feels peaceful. I just feel peace there because yeah. I don't know, it's just like it's such a miracle, like it's like seeing something that you thought didn't exist, but it does, and it's so awesome and beautiful, right?
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Very inspiring. And yeah, I
I
do
love
feel
it.
I think I love you too. I received that. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we do all have that. We have it in us, and I have it in me. Yeah, the Christhood, um we all, you know,
Yeah, look, I got mine too. I wear it
are
every
you
day. I never
fucking
take it
kidding
off.
me?
I
Oh
shit
my
you not. This was actually the first piece of jewelry that I bought myself that represents my masculinity. Um, yeah,
god. This is the best.
yeah,
This is the best.
yeah,
Anyway, yeah, this is gold content.
totally. Oh, I
God,
love that.
God
That's
is so
juicy. That's so
juicy.
juicy.
Mm, Um, yeah, yeah. So what were we saying?
I don't even remember. I
What do we
just got
say?
so excited
I don't know. I
that
love
we had
you.
the
That's
same.
what happens in love,
I know.
Love carries you away, and all you do is sit on the fucking boat and drift down the stream, the river of love, like Jeff and Shalia's meditation, which you can buy for $9.99, I think, from
Yeah,
TwinFlamesUniverse.com.
it's not even $10. It's a steal, and it literally. I know. I listen to it almost like every day,
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I just I listened. I was guided to listen to it today because I thought I needed the chakra clearing one because I was like, I'm a
Yeah,
mess. I'm a mess. I'm holding on to all this shit in my
it's perfect
spiritual
for upheaval,
bowels.
though.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
feel good after you listen to it.
you sure do. And yeah, I felt guided to do the whatever the third one, like the twin flame one,
Mm.
and Jeff and Shelley are just like on the river of love, your ultimate lover, is drifting toward you, whatever they say. And it's just, it's just like, how does this exist? How am I so privileged to like
Mm.
be receiving this? Like, how is this real? And it's just like, well, because God, it's because it's real, because love is real. Anyway, that's,
Mm.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Oh, it's so true. It's like
So,
and the beautiful thing is that it's natural.
mm-hmm.
Like miracles and this unconditional love. It's the most natural thing. It's yeah.
Yeah, can you elaborate on that? Can you tell me perhaps miracles you've experienced even more so, any time in your whole journey, right? It can even be
Sure.
when you were a child, like if you ever had any revelations of who you
Oh,
are,
this is good. I just love
or
this.
yeah, just opening whole miracle.
Sure.
I can't word.
Miracles.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's so beautiful to be a part of this work and on this journey. And it's for everyone, of course,
Mm,
because I've been brought this awareness of that
mm,
miracles are frequent, often, and natural. You know, it's incredible. Um, and like that's how our lives should be. Um, that's how they've always been meant to be.
mm,
Does that make sense? Been meant to be? It's something. And
mm-hmm,
I've I had experience. I feel like this is almost what has this knowing of miracles is what allowed me to accept my awakening, or brought me to my awakening, because I always had this knowing of
mm,
God and of love. Um, what's coming to me when I was in college, um, I on a floor that I lived on, there was someone who he took his life,
mm,
and I was sitting with one of my really good friends, um, and we were talking about him, and I just got the chills, and I felt his presence there with us, and yeah, that was a miracle to me. And I think I always had the knowing, and that death isn't real; it's just an illusion, and that our loved ones are always with us. Um, but yeah, that was really incredible to feel that.
mm,
And I'm just gonna see what else comes up.
mm,
Just more recent miracles that have been incredible. Um, so I told my work that I am Isaiah and that I'm a man, and I use he and him pronouns. And first of all, I didn't know if they were going to accept me, but they did. They fully loved and supported me. And um, then we worked together to let families know, because I work with families and young children, and I go into their homes and I do therapy with them. And they worked with me to let these families know who I am, and how what I prefer to be called. And um, I was expecting to lose my whole caseload, basically.
mm,
But I two experiences really stick out to me. One mom, she she actually became emotional upon hearing the experience. I would have never expected that in a million years. And she was so fully loving and accepting, and she texted me using my name. She said, "Hey Isaiah," and like with a big heart. Um, and I was just overcome with love and this feeling of acceptance and love just from this woman, um, just opening her heart to me in in a place where I didn't think anyone was going to love me. And another family, it was very religious. They're very Christian. I figured that they would not be accepting of me and of who I am. So I basically said goodbye to them. But they did accept me, and it was actually last week that I saw them for the first time since letting them know who I am. And they called me by my name in the session, and they called me he and him, and it was so honoring. It was really beautiful. And the mom of the family, they just she said to me, so she speaks Spanish, so the father translated for her to me. And she said, because you work with my son and you love my son, we consider you, a part of our family, and we want you to feel comfortable here. That was really beautiful. And then something I really wasn't expecting, the dad of the father, he actually presented me with a gift, with a handmade leather wallet. So he and his wife were have a good friend in the Timberland factory.
That's convenient.
Yeah, right. So this friend of theirs handmade out of real leather, like these really beautiful wallets, and they made 2 of them. And at the end of the session, the dad, he offered me one of these wallets, and it was just really meaningful and really special. And I just felt really loved. And just upon looking at this, it's such a man's wallet. Like, this is Isaiah's wallet, and so I just felt really honored by this man. And it's just very well made and handcrafted. And yeah, it was just really special.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, right when you mentioned the wallet, it started pouring outside. Do you hear that?
Really?
It's fucking pouring, brother. I don't know if you can
crazy.
see. You can't because of maybe you can, I don't know. But because of the glare. But it's just pouring.
That's wild.
Normally it only pours like this in the summer, but now.
Yeah, you live in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's awesome.
Yeah. I know. So, but just like in the summer, it was short-lived. Like, it lasted 45 seconds, if that. But
cool.
You know what though? It's just because you making it rain. God's making it rain for you, because he's showering gifts on you. He's like, you've come to the round table, and now you may be knighted. And he's like, I'm so happy to give you your shield and sword and armor.
Oh, I love that. I love that you said that.
Yeah, right? So.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks, Sage.
You're welcome. Just being English.
What's that?
Just being my my European roots.
No, that's so amazing though, because a lot of times when I'm healing myself and healing my masculinity, that's how I see myself in that way. So juicy. That's God. That's God right there.
Juicy. Yeah. Sexy too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see my man as that too. Angel, he has this too, like warrior chieftain, spirit. It's
Mm.
awesome. It's just like, because his ancestry is different. Yeah, being Central American,
Mm-hmm.
and it's I don't know. What word can say it but sexy? What word can say it, right?
I love that. That's beautiful.
Anyway,
I love when you talk about him. My heart just like expanded because you love him so much. That's beautiful.
yeah, it's such a miracle.
It is.
God gave us such a miracle with twin flames, and
Mm-hmm.
transgender people too deserve to be with their twin flame. And not only that, but it's safe and good, and your twin flame sees you and accepts you. That's why they won't put up with the bullshit of you thinking that you're not your true self, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that they're being mean, like Angel, he wasn't being mean, he's saying, I mean, fuck, yeah, like, why can't you be a woman? It's just like, yeah, you're just like, why can't you? Like, there's no reason, right?
Mm.
Like, a penis can't stop you. Penises don't talk, they don't make decisions, they don't say things. And I'm here to tell you, boobs and vaginas don't either. They're not sentient. Not without you. Your soul is what's sentient. You make the choice. I
Yeah.
would not let a boob choose for me.
No,
So
that's just a bad choice. That's a bad choice.
That's a bad choice.
Oops.
Yeah.
It just you don't want someone or something named Boob to be making any decisions for you.
Yeah, you know why? Because they're
Why?
probably because they're probably a boob.
Exactly.
Do you get
That's what
it?
came to my mind.
Oh, good. Okay. Anyway. Oh, yeah.
They are a boob.
Well, they're choosing to be, but just because somebody doesn't see you or misgenders you, like, it doesn't mean that they're mean or they're intending to be. Like, I don't know about your experience, but for me, I don't feel like I've ever, since I've had TFU with me in this whole time, I've hardly ever had manifested people who like intentionally do misgender me, or I've
Mm-hmm.
had they just misperceive, it's what they perceive, and it's for my healing. But
Yeah, exactly.
it's like, oh, they perceived it. How do I perceive myself? Do I
Yep.
perceive myself that way? Yes. Okay. Time to heal
Yeah,
that. Time to tell
that's
her that.
exactly it. It's
Right.
always
So
taking us deeper into healing ourselves.
yeah. So
Yeah. Um, yeah. Or if it's like something where it is intentional, or
yeah.
if it is something like that, it's just someone who is really deeply not loving themselves.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's a deep thing, but as we've seen too, like with my mother too, like my mom, you can choose your way out of it. Like, you can choose to let it go. And
Mhm.
sometimes people think they need time, but in truth, right, you don't need time per se, because time's not real. You can just make a new choice. But for people who don't have this work and don't have the mirror exercise, like, yeah, I can have compassion for them, because like for them, yeah, it might quote unquote take more time, but forget about it. It's always perfect,
Mhm.
like the timing is always
It
perfect.
is. It's always perfect.
So,
It's always perfect.
forget about it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Anyway, let me see. Where else do we want to go with this? How do you feel, Isaiah?
I feel good. I feel just gonna let go of any anxiety that's here.
Yeah.
No, I feel good. I'm ready to answer anything else that we're led to.
Yeah. That's good. Let me see. Okay. I don't know. I'm feeling that. I don't know. It feels pretty complete.
Feeling complete.
Do you feel the
I was
same
thinking that
way?
as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, cool. So, yeah, I choose to, yeah, just like let go and see what God, awesome experience God has next for me. There you go.
Perfect.
So, yeah. And, great. So, yeah, it's been such upheaval. It has been such a pleasure talking with you, Isaiah. And yeah,
With you,
good to get
Sage.
your perspective and converse with you in common about this journey because it's so beautiful, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, and like also the beautiful thing is that I don't, again, like just like you say, like I don't feel trans. I just feel like myself. I just feel like the woman I am, and I feel like you're just the
Mhm.
dude you are, and we're just
Yeah.
talking about what
Yep.
we happen to go through in our spiritual journey. You know,
It's yes, exactly. That's
so
it. That's exactly it.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
any last words?
No, I'm just happy that you asked me to do this, and I'm happy we got to be together. And yeah, this was great.
Mm, cool. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, your courage, and being open to share. Thank you for your gift that you shared with me and like with everybody. Like, yeah, it's a really big gift. So yeah, I can't wait to like hear how people respond and help people and see who this touches and who gets loved by this. Right.
Thanks,
So
Sage. Yeah, me too.
yeah. So anyway, cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So what am I doing? Yeah, I don't know. Any last message for like a person watching who's like trans and going through this?
Mm, yeah. Um, always go to your heart. Just sink into your heart, trust your heart, and follow your heart. And that's where the truth is and where the answer is. And
Mm,
it's safe to just live in that place from your heart and to sink into who you really are and let everything else just fall away because it's just not true.
mm, perfect. I feel seen. I feel loved by that. See, that's what I needed to hear. Okay, so that feels complete. Definitively, the last nail. Yeah, in the coffin for illusion.
Yeah.
Down into the yeah, down the shitter.
Fuck you, Illusion. Fuck you,
Yeah.
fear.
Well, I mean, we can just like dismiss it, without attachment and enmity, but enmity. Anyway, but yeah, so cool. Anyway, enough. Um, yeah, I love you so much, and thank you.
You, Sage.
Yeah, so cool. God bless you. Have a good day. I look forward to seeing you later.
Forward to seeing you too.
Cool. All right. Bye.
Bye.